Hello, this is Chas with Heirloom Leaves and Seeds, and today I thought I would talk about hardening off your plants. And so here I'm outside. I thought I'd show you just a few things. This is some Sweet William, and it is starting to flower, so I'm really excited about that. It is so windy, I had to go over the old audio, but here is some bachelor's buttons, and there's many more blooming. And I thought this was really cute. This is a little viola or pansy or violet that popped up right in the middle of the bupleurum. And here I've got some tulips and some daffodils. So hardening off seedlings is basically just getting them from a safe environment. I had them indoors under a grow light. So you're getting them used to outside conditions, the wind, the sun, temperature fluctuations, because it naturally just in the nighttime temperatures dip down. So you're just getting them used to all this. Like today is so windy. If you just sat a little transplant out, it would be blown over and just beat up really, really bad. So hardening off is just getting them ready for the outdoors. So here is my greenhouse, and this is the first step to hardening off my plants. So this greenhouse has these plastic panels on this side, and then it has some windows up front and some in the back. So let me show you inside and some of the plants I have. So here in the greenhouse, I've basically just got all kinds of different plants. Here's some mahogany splendor hibiscus, and I just have them sitting around, and what they're doing in here is they are getting used to the fluctuations of daytime and nighttime temperatures. And on half the greenhouse is this plastic, and on this half there's tin. So I have this half that everything will get sun, and that'll get them used to full sun all day long. Pretty much just have everything sitting on any available surface in here because it can get pretty full. And I've got my vegetables too in here, and I will put them out here for several weeks just to get them used to the fluctuating temperatures. Now this will not do anything against the wind, so once I feel like they're pretty adapted, I will start putting them out so they can get used to the wind. But I feel like putting them in here for a while is very important to get them used to the temperature changes. And then after I feel like they're okay with that, then I will put them outside. And these are a little bit dry at the moment, but look at these nasturtium. I have not successfully grown nasturtium before. I have heard these are really easy to grow, but for some reason I struggle with them. So I'm really happy that I've got a pretty nice bunch of them started. They're ready to go outside. We're just waiting on our last frost date. Over here I have a few of this neat variegated nasturtium. So I'm only growing 2 types this year, but so far so good. Our last frost date is April 14th. Today is April 2nd when I'm making this video. So probably here in the next week or so, I'm going to start getting them used to the wind, and I will bring the rest of them that is under grow lights outside. Here I have got some mint I took some cuttings of, and some hellebore seedlings. This week, well no, it's next Tuesday I think, Monday and Tuesday or Tuesday and Wednesday, we have temperatures in the 30s again. So even though it is beautiful today and in the 60s, eventually it's still going to be cold again. So that is why you have to be careful hardening off your plants. I will show you just a few more things that are starting to bloom outside. There's a Mai Tai jam. And here's just a tree that's flowering. And look at this. This is a lily that has come up already. And we're having those cold nights in the 30s. So I'll probably have to cover these. Hardening off is just, you got to tailor it to whatever works best for you. I know sometimes people will get their plants all hardened off in a week, but that has never really worked for me. I've tried it, just kind of being brutal and being like, okay, I'm overthinking this. Basically, what you want to do is just get your little seedlings accustomed to the sun, the wind, and the fluctuating temperatures. And how you do that just depends on what works best for you. One way that seems to work for many people is to find a nice place that has dappled shade, and you start them off outside for an hour, and then you bring them back inside, and then you slowly increase the time each day, say 2 hours the next day, then 3, then 4, and you slowly start increasing the amount of sun they get as well. And you bring them inside each time after the hour or 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. And a lot of people have good luck with that. But that's never really worked for me. And so that's why I showed you today the way that works best for me. And even if you don't have a greenhouse, I think if you can find just a really protected place, you could do the same. Just not a greenhouse, but a nice protected place that has dappled shade would be good. And then that would probably be better than a greenhouse. That way they're still getting used to the wind as well. But just try a few different ways, check on them, because they will let you know if they're getting too much wind, too much sun, whatever. You just have to keep an eye on them. But this is how I do it, and this is what I have found works best for me. I just can't seem to get it all done in a week. I have to spread it out over several weeks, and then the transitioning goes a lot smoother for me. Well, I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.